Hello, Cedar Creek Kids team. I am up at the Perrysburg campus and I thought that I would bring you in to the elementary large program room, show you just a little bit of what it looks like up here at the main campus. So let me show you. Here is their stage. They have a little bit more space than we do, so they have like a basketball hoop and different things that they open up during the weekend to connect with the kids. And then they have this fun sound booth, and I just thought it's good for us to get a little perspective on our space, on the spaces that the other campuses are running in, and how fun it is just to see. Here is the scalable difference. You are on the back wall, and this is the sound booth and then the stage. And I found out today that while we are one church, multiple locations, the setup of those locations are a little different. So this weekend's bright idea is that God gives me hope. We're going to be talking through the story of Noah and how he had to trust in faith, what God was telling him to do, and then to build the boat, and then just the whole story. So if you want to join me in reading through that, it is in, it just escaped me, Genesis 6 through 8, also chapter 9, verses 1 through 17. The more that we can come in prepared and ready and engaged, like ready to engage with the kids, the more that we're going to show them that they matter. In our leader guide, that is expectation number 1 is be present. So when we come in prepared, we're coming in present and ready to meet them right where they're at to answer those questions. So feel free to join me in reading through those stories and really just becoming familiar with it right before the weekend. The memory verse for this series is in Philippians chapter 2, verse 13, and the motions go like this. For God is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases him. Go over those motions a couple times. I think we've been on that memory verse for about 3 weeks, so you should be familiar with it already. If you're not, feel free to go over it a couple times so that way you can really assist those kids in learning through that. The games in elementary this weekend is Defy Gravity. So they sit in a group or stand in the group, however you want to do it. And they have one goal is to keep the balloon off of the ground, and they have to work together as a group. In preschool, it is called I Am Thinking of an Animal. So on your group leader guide, we're going to give you lots of different animals on there. And what you do is you basically describe it to them, and then the group guesses what animal that you're talking about. And then you keep going until the allotted time is through. So that is all of the updates for this weekend. We do have some deep cleaning coming up this Wednesday, if you're interested. For sure, from 3:30 to 5:30. I'm still waiting on the verdict for the 10 to noon. I am in a meeting right then, and so I won't be able to. But if you want to come on in, and I can show you, get started on what we're doing. Debbie, I'm hoping, is better by then. She's still working on the men, so continue to pray for her. But we're going to do some deep cleaning this Wednesday. The first time slot is from 10 to noon, and then the second one is with me from 3:30 to 5:30. We really want to make sure that we get the toys clean and the spaces fresh again, so that way we're ready for the new guests that are coming in. So talking about that, something that I really just want to encourage you guys with, I don't know if you see the full spectrum, but there is so much sickness going around. And with that comes a great opportunity to really check how we're taking care of ourselves. Are you sleeping enough at night? Are you drinking enough water during the day? Are you taking a vitamin? Are you eating healthy? All those kinds of things is really going to help our team really be at the best of our game, not only for the weekend, but throughout the week. I don't know about you guys, but being sick is not my favorite thing. So just take an inventory of how you're caring for yourself during these winter months when sicknesses are a little more prevalent than during the rest of the year. And really do your best to take care of yourself. I am also doing that. So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that one. So the win for this weekend. Okay, so we are celebrating that our church is going through, we're having great growth right now. With that comes a lot of opportunities and just amazing things. So I'm thinking back to last weekend. We had 9 new families between student ministries and our kids team. So really the win of the weekend is connecting. It's connecting with all of those new families, which you guys did phenomenal on this past weekend, connecting with those kids and connecting those kids to the other kids, and then really connecting with those parents. Every single weekend we are working on connection, and especially so right now that we're seeing some new growth. So really be connecting with the kids and the parents and just doing the best that you can with that. Something that we're going to pray about this week, and I would love it if you would join me, is just praying that whatever God's been teaching you through this fast, that you would continue working through that. I know that week 1, I had some questions that bubbled up. Do I know when I'm spiritually hungry, and how am I tending to that? I'm still working through that and processing through that. And then there's some other things that I've been learning. So take whatever God's been doing with you over these last 3 weeks and really just kind of take some time to process it through a journal, or really let it filter through your life. Don't let it just stop at the 3 weeks, because I don't know if that would necessarily be the win. And then, so every single thing that we do on the weekend matters. When we say hello to the child and ask their name, it shows them that they matter. The program that we teach matters because it's teaching them truth. So my encouragement for this weekend is just know how much you matter, how much your impact matters, and every single thing we do on the weekend has a thought and an intention behind it to show how much we love these kids and families and how much we really love people, just like Jesus did. So, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you this weekend.